Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Leap. I'm Taylor Wirtz.
I'm Claire Wright.
And I'm Madison Goforth.
TCU has a record number of first-year applicants for fall 2018. It turns out 20,000 people want to be a Horned Frog. The last time TCU admissions broke its fall application record was in 2016, with 19,972 applicants.
However, enrollment for the Adran College of Liberal Arts has been decreasing. Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, Andrew Schoolmaster, says he thinks the decline was due to the 2008 recession. It may be due to students pursuing other degrees that can promise post-graduation security.
But for those hesitant to pursue a degree in liberal arts, don't let the statistics discourage you. One Adran alumna says she owes her unusual business success to one thing, the classes she took at TCU. Grace Amiss has the story.
About an hour outside of the Fort Worth city limits, a TCU alumna is preparing an afternoon snack. But unlike your typical treat, Katie Rose Watson has put her own special twist on it. This delicacy is Disney-themed.
I think Disney does such a wonderful job at celebrating various cultures. It's such a fun theme, and I try so hard to add a little bit of whimsy and magic to my day-to-day life.
Watson launched her food and lifestyle website in 2014, but it is her Disney dinner party series that is now gaining national attention.
So I got this idea to have Disney-themed dinners. Started with Frozen. Then I did Princess and the Frog and Beauty and the Beast. Next up is Mulan. And the idea is that if you're not a Disney fan, the recipes are delicious and it's a beautiful atmosphere.
Watson graduated with a degree in German from the Adran College of Liberal Arts in 2011. While at TCU, she took fairy tale courses, and though they hold relevance to her line of work today, at the time, her dad said it was a waste of tuition dollars.
I ended up taking, I think, 4 or 5 different fairy tale classes, and my dad thought that was the craziest thing.
In an era where students are pressured to focus on how their degree will get them a job following graduation, many are choosing professionally oriented majors. Adran Dean Andrew Schoolmaster says there are many benefits to graduating with a liberal arts degree.
What you do with a degree in the liberal arts doesn't necessarily have to be defined by the discipline itself, but it's the background, the education, and the broad-based knowledge that enables you to do a variety of things.
Currently, the percent of TCU students enrolled in the College of Liberal Arts is declining, according to the TCU Factbook. Schoolmaster attributes this to people being more concerned with what they can do with their degree versus what they are learning.
A lot of the studies right now are showing that liberal arts majors might not make as much with the first job, but over the course of their career, they make that up in job satisfaction.
And while these declining statistics may turn some people away, Watson says the courses she was able to take as a German major did help her in her career.
But look at us now with Disney dinners. Turns out those fairy tale classes had more relevance on what I'm doing today than any other class that I took at TCU.
Grace Amos, TCU News Now.
Okay, tell me, y'all, what comes to mind when you think of Disney?
Disneyland,
talking animals,
princesses.
Princesses for sure.
Oh yes, the
fairies,
dresses.
Yes.
magic.
The Disney magic.
Yes. And what about the reoccurring Prince Charming theme? What do y'all think about that?
It's not very realistic at TCU, I can say that.
We do have a lot of frogs. I think they just have yet to turn into their princes. But
That is a good one. That's great. Well, we talked to 2 TCU women who found their own personal fairy tales. These 2 seniors are engaged, and we asked them what it was that had them saying yes to the ring by spring. Let's take a look.
We met actually like our sophomore year of high school and started dating our senior year.
At the end of all of our games as TCU Showgirls, if we win, we get to do cakes on the field for however many points we score. And he actually does photography for TCU football, so he's always on the field. So it wasn't anything like new or anything like that. So after we finished our cakes, we walked off the field and he was like, hey, let's get a picture at the 50 because it was my last game as a showgirl. And we started taking a picture and then I don't even know what he said, but he whispered and then got down on one knee and asked me.
We meet before each game at Frog Fountain to take pictures with showgirls. He came up, we're taking a picture, and then my entire team had lined up at that point just accidentally. And so I was kind of looking around, looking at everyone watching me, and so I had a feeling it was coming. But then he leaned in and said a couple things that we both don't remember, because in the moment I feel like no one remembers what is actually said. And then he got down on one knee and proposed. I knew he was the one after the first year that we'd been dating.
Oh gosh, probably as soon as we started dating. I think you just kind of know, like, we just meshed really well.
If you can do long distance, you can do anything. So for freshmen going to college with their boyfriend, you know, try it. If it doesn't work out for you, then it doesn't work out, but don't give up before it starts, because it could turn into something great.
So every week we send out our Michelle Ross to ask questions and get to know the student community. However, she got a little tired of walking all over campus, so she hitched a ride with Froggy 5-0 and gave unsuspecting students a golf cart ride they definitely will not forget.
Did you call Froggy? Froggy?
Oh my gosh, this is, wait, if I get on a video? Why are you guys taking Froggy tonight?
Because it's passing by and we don't really want to walk all the way to the creek. Because honestly, I'm really lazy. Because I didn't feel like walking.
We're doing some carpool karaoke Froggy 5-0 style tonight.
Okay, let's do it.
And we're on the street, so what is your best karaoke song?
Wannabe by Spice Girls. Be just fine. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna sing and sing.
Perfect mashup. Pitch perfect mashup.
Oh, yeah.
We can do it so good.
Yeah, you make me feel so shiny and Not much has changed, but they live underwater. And your great, great, great granddaughter. Welcome to the land of fame and sex. Woo! Now I gotta fit in. Jump in the cab, here I am.
Yeah, I like this dance move. Put that leg up there.
Nothing but it like yeah. Moving my hips like yeah.
So since The Leap is an entertainment talk show, there was no way we could get away without mentioning the big Kardashian scandal that has the internet up in arms. So for this week's Celeb Minute, we have our self-proclaimed celebrity guru on set to give us the lowdown. Taylor, thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to be here, but not because of the conditions that are happening right now. So
know.
hold on, because this story is ridiculous. So the Kardashians, love them or hate them, you know, we all love them, of course. The famous family has a talent for stealing the spotlight, but unlike some of the past Kardashian controversies, this scandal has both fans and critics alike taking to social media to express their support for the youngest of the Kardashian trio, Khloe. The reality star gave birth to her daughter and first child yesterday morning. However, what should be a happy and exciting time for the new mother is shadowed by recent cheating allegations involving Khloe's boyfriend and father of her child, Tristan Thompson. The NBA Cavaliers player was photographed kissing Instagram star, if we can call her that, Lonnie Blair at PhD Lounge in New York City this past Saturday. The plot thickens as pictures surfaced of the pair heading back to hotel later that night. Social media was quick to condemn Thompson following the revelations and express their condolences and support to Khloe, who was rumored to be going into labor. To make matters worse, TMZ released surveillance footage Tuesday of another instance that showed Thompson kissing and getting physical with two women during his October trip to Washington, D.C. back in October. Ladies, what is wrong with the world?
I gotta be honest, I only started watching the Kardashians about 2 months ago, and I didn't want to get into it, but I did, and you know, I kind of fell in love with Tristan.
Yeah.
I know.
He
I
just
thought
had
he was
something-
finally a good one.
Yeah, he just had something normal about him that I never get from, you know, Kanye and Scott.
Right,
But it's upsetting.
the thing is with Khloe, I mean, she had Lamar Odom, they were married, and I thought Lamar was the best for her,
Right.
and then turns out he wasn't, and again, we all thought Tristan was the best for her.
Yeah,
Nope.
and she's wanted a baby for so long. So to have this happen and have the time that she loses her going to be husband probably the day before the child's born, like that's so sad that she has to associate
But
that
they
with
came
that.
out that she already forgave him.
Really? You know, I don't know how you could do that. I understand,
either.
you know, you were in love, you are in love, you have a kid together now, but if they've already cheated multiple times, and let alone he cheated on his past girlfriend with Chloe.
Who was pregnant?
Who was 9 months
But
pregnant.
that should have been Chloe's first clue.
Yes,
if
yeah.
he's cheating on his girlfriend
Once a
for
cheater,
you.
Once
always
a
a
cheater, always
cheater.
a cheater. Yes.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the family handles it all. But we are going to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Before doers, dreamers, and trailblazers make their mark on the world, there was TCU. TCU, where dreams take their course.
So Showgirl tryouts are this weekend, so we thought we'd do a little makeover for our executive producer, Riley Knight. She sat down with Sarah Colbert and let her do her makeup like a TCU showgirl.
Nice! Hey guys, I'm Riley Knight. I'm executive producer of The Leap, and I have with me...
I'm Sarah Colbert, and I'm a TCU showgirl.
And today she's going to do my makeup like a TCU showgirl. Okay, so for starters, I went ahead and did my foundation because I don't think your foundation color would work for me because I'm not that tan.
Okay, so pretty much what I start with is underneath my eyes because when I'm doing eye stuff, I don't want it to fall underneath my eyes. So this is just like a highlighter. And then after that, this is my favorite stuff in the whole world, and it's from Walgreens, and it's called Air Spud, and they call it like baking. So I literally just pat it underneath my eyeballs, and it looks really weird for a few minutes, but I'm gonna like take it off at the end. Show them that you look like a psycho person.
It smells good.
I know, right? I love this stuff. Okay, then I move on to my eyes. I love the Naked palettes. There's one that's even darker than this, which would probably be better for showgirls just because we're so far away. But I think this is the second one. And I start off with the Naked. It's literally called Naked. And I put that color on just the like main part of the lid.
So I have a question. Is there a specific style that everyone does?
Yes and no. I mean, we don't have specific thing like eyeshadow colors we have to follow or anything like that, but we are required to wear eyelashes. And if your makeup doesn't look like it's dark enough, then our coach will say something, just because, I mean, if you're going out there, our whole point is to like you have to be able to see us.
Yeah, when you're far away.
Yeah, so the more makeup, the better. So I take that color, and I have a different brush now. It's a little thicker. And I go right above, look at the camera. I go right above, close your eyes, right here.
In the crease?
In the crease, yeah. So after I put it in the crease, I also put it right here on the outer corner of her eye, just so that it's kind of like not a smoky eye, but like it finishes out the eyeball. Okay, look at me. Perfect! Okay, so now we're technically done with the eyes, but I always go back when I like put my eyelashes on. I'll always go back and add more just to see like what I need, if I need it darker, if I don't. So next is eyeliner. I always do black on the top and brown on the bottom because I have brown eyes, but brown, it would be the same as well for you. So I'm not gonna put eyelashes on her because that's a lot, but I'm gonna let you do You're Not Scared. It's too
Do I look like a showgirl yet?
Yeah, you look cute.
Thank you. Okay.
That's kind of what I do for my eyes. My face is a different story, and that's also really important because you don't want to be washed out. And I know if you're like a dancer, you obviously know that like blush is important. But I also think contouring is really important. So, Anastasia again. I use this third one, bottom. And I take a littler brush than...
That'd be the darkest color.
Yeah, it is. And I make a kissy face. And then I also tend to find that when I have spray tans and my face color is different than my body color, I have to mend it. So I go down here, and this is also cool to do for like anyone, because you know when people have like different foundation colors and you can tell. This just kind of
blends it in.
Yeah. And it also makes you look like you're kind of skinnier because you're darker down here.
Cool.
Yeah. Before I do blush, I'm gonna go back over with that air spud, which is what I put under her eyes. It smells really good. And just completely coat the face with powder to keep it on, so that if you do sweat,
it won't go everywhere.
And I'm also gonna take the baking that I have under her eyes and just kind of blend it into her face so she doesn't look like she has really white circles under her eyes. Okay, so there's that. Then almost the last thing that I do, actually, can't forget blush, and I almost just did. Blush, I use the Tarte one, and it's super, super pink, and I don't use a lot. I really should use more, but I don't use a lot, but it is important because it just kind of adds that like almost finished look.
More life to your face.
Yeah. Woohoo! So that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, I don't have Flirt With Me or Flat Out Fabulous, and you don't want Flat Out Fabulous because it's super matte and it hurts your mouth for weeks on end. So I brought a different lipstick.
I look like a TCU showgirl.
Yeah, you do.
Now I just have to learn how to do the splits.
So there you have it. That's the TCU showgirl look.
Well, that's all we have for this episode of The Leap.
Keep checking TCU 360 for all Leap-related updates, or find us on Facebook.
As always, it's been fun leaping you into the weekend. See you next time.